Boom, boom, What our music at today, bro?
You know what? The music I want to play, it'll probably get we'll
Get
probably get
flagged.
flagged. Yeah, so I ain't even do it. I ain't even do it. But I have some next week though.
All
Next
right,
week we'll be back.
all
I'm gonna
right.
have an old
We
school
we we
joint.
can we can get him a little 10 second, a little 5 second clip
I got
next week.
I got an old school joint for him next week.
All right, I'm with it.
Yeah,
I'm with it. I'm with it.
because last episode people was rocking with the little music.
Yeah,
Saw the
yeah,
little comments. People was
yeah,
rocking with it.
yeah. People was laughing at Brother's Palace.
We took
Yeah,
him back,
yeah. We took it
way
way
back,
back, way back, way
way
back.
back. Hey, you remember that
Yeah.
commercial when they was used to come on like BET or whatever, and it was like them black people and they was playing all the different old school songs. They was at this party, and then when dude tried to grab the record, he was like, the other dude was
Oh,
like,
sorry,
"Oh, my
brother.
brother."
He got about
Hey,
yo. Yeah, I
yo,
remember
that commercial, man.
that.
Hey,
That commercial was out of control.
if
Yeah,
that didn't symbolize black culture,
yeah.
I don't know what will.
Sorry, brother. You got to buy your own.
Oh,
Stupid. Yeah,
oh
I
man.
remember that one. That was those commercials used to be out of control,
That
man.
commercial was funny.
They was
That
on the
was
couch.
funny.
They be on the couch, getting close, and then they
Yeah.
end up on standing up dancing, and yeah, yeah.
And
It was crazy, bro. I used to want all those CDs. Like I
me
used to want.
too.
I used to be like, man, I need this Midnight Moves. Like I
Me
was like
too.
12. Why I needed it, I don't know, but yeah, I wanted all those CDs.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you. Did you ever back in the day? Did you ever get those CDs? They used to advertise for like $1 or
Hell
one
yeah.
cent, a
Those
penny if they
Columbia
sent you.
House.
Columbia House.
I guarantee you, Columbia House still on my ass. They're probably like, yeah, she owe us.
Really?
I went crazy. I mean, that was like you get 13 CDs.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I remember you get 13 CDs for $1, and then it's supposed to be like the next month you do like a kind of like a what was subscription basically.
Okay.
So you subscribe, maybe it was like 13-20 bucks a month or something like that, and
Uh-huh.
then you'll get like a CD of the month, stuff like that. But
Oh,
what
okay.
you would do is you get your 13 CDs for $1, and then you cancel it. That's what I did, but I know it was the clause was if you cancel, if you cancel after like within this time period, then
Uh,
you will owe the full amount for the
oh, that was the
CDs.
catch.
Yep. And so either you can keep it or you can pay for the CDs. I think I did end up paying them like years later, but I know they had sent me. They probably put it in collections.
I just remember, man. I remember how like that was the
Yeah.
big thing. Columbia House. I
Hmm.
couldn't think of the name. Columbia House.
Yeah, they yeah, I
Okay.
definitely had a whole bunch of Columbia House
Okay.
CDs.
I ain't never messed with it. I was afraid. I ain't never messed with it.
Oh yeah, I needed that music, and I had the CDs, and then I had the when you get so many CDs, you just have to get the big old binder
Yeah.
with the CDs. So
With the CDs in there.
yeah, I had that. I had it in the Monte Carlo. So
I used to have a big binder full of CDs when I had my neon.
yeah.
I had a big binder for the CDs, and what's funny is a majority of my CDs I had like damn near every record that No Limit dropped. I had it.
So you had
I
a
had it.
book. Your book was full of half your book was No
I had
Limit then.
so much No Limit. I had so much Jay-Z. I had so much. I had a whole bunch of stuff. Like it was crazy.
Yeah. If you had at that time, No Limit was putting out CDs. Seemed like damn near every other week. So yeah,
I
you
was a
had
No
a
Limit head too.
yeah,
I used to
yeah,
love them, man.
yeah.
But
You had a bunch
yeah,
of
them was the good old days. Them good old days.
yeah.
1997,
Oh
98 days.
yeah, oh
Them old
yeah.
days. Hey, what's this? Episode 37?
Episode 37, bro.
All right, we back, listeners, new listeners. Thank y'all for tuning in, checking us out. I'm Coach Moe. We got Tise right back.
Yo.
She got her little sippy.
Got my little sippy.
It
I've
must be
been
her.
doing good, bro. I have been. I'm
You
gonna
talking
tell
like
you.
you? Are you talking like you recovering? What you mean you been
No,
doing
no, no,
good?
no. I've been doing. I'm saying like, okay. So what had happened was I
Okay.
had. So you, as you noticed, I had been drinking wine like the last like couple months. So what I
Right.
was doing was trying to stay off like the hard liquor
Okay.
for a little while, and so I was just drinking wine basically during the week.
All
If
right.
I drank during the week, I was just drinking wine. But
Mm.
I did good. But you know what? I just had whiskey in my
Your
soul
spirit?
today. Yeah, because I was sick like basically all weekend, so I didn't really get to drink like I would normally do on the weekend. So
You feel better now?
I feel better now. I had to get a little sippy in today. So
So this is whiskey in the cup today?
it's a little whiskey sour. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Whiskey
Yeah,
sour.
a little
Okay.
whiskey sour, a little girl drink. So
Y'all hear
that's
that,
my
listener?
go-to. That's my little go-to girl drink when I go out. So
Listener, she bike. She bike, listener. She
she
bike.
bike.
She bike. She got her whiskey.
Stupid.
You know what I mean? So, so this week it was kind of like it was last week was kind of mid. It wasn't really nothing really happening that much. Just a few stuff here and there. Other than that, so far, yo, how was your Monday? Since we're doing this Monday, they're gonna hear this on Wednesday. So how was your Monday?
My Monday actually wasn't that bad today. I
No?
can't even. Work was pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Like I said, the weekend I was really sick. Celebrated my mama birthday this weekend. Shout out to my mama.
Shout out to your mom. Happy
Yes.
birthday, DC.
Yeah, she had a birthday, so we did celebrate her this weekend. But other than that, it was pretty low key. So today it was smooth. Like anytime I have a smooth Monday, I mean literally, bro, I think I had one client interaction today, and so
Okay.
but like the rest of my week is jam packed. So this today is like the calm before the storm. So
Calm before the storm. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
How about you? How was your week, bro?
My Monday was huff. I'm just gonna just say it.
Really? Why?
I believe all Mondays are huff. And
Mm-hmm.
mine was huff. And because I still feel like you still hungover from the weekend, even though I ain't do nothing. When I mean hungover, I mean like the weekend,
Dragging.
you still in the weekend mode. So when Monday morning come, like I don't want to do anything on Monday. And then I have all this interaction with emails on Monday. So it's like I don't want to talk to nobody. Like I don't want
Yeah.
to talk on my phone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's my Monday. I was glad when it was time to clock out. I was glad.
You was running to the door, huh?
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you.
It's over with now, so I'm happy about that. So
Yeah, most people don't understand when you have a job that you have to talk to people all day. Sometimes
all
when I
day.
get off, I don't want to talk on the phone at all. Like that's why I'm like I'm a texter a lot. I do sometimes if it's like okay, jump on a phone call just to talk or whatever. But I would text the hell out of you because I talk on the phone all day, and I'm just like sometimes I don't feel like talking.
I don't think people understand that.
Yeah.
Like people who don't do it a lot, they don't think they realize like
yeah.
I talk for damn near 5-6 hours a day. Like
I don't want to talk. Yeah.
I don't want to talk.
Yeah. I don't want to have no more interaction. No more, not so much no more interaction, but I just don't want to use my voice anymore. Like I'm done.
It ain't personal, but
don't get offended. It's totally not true. It's more so my job. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your job.
Yeah.
Well,
for real.
Let's let's get right into this because I don't really want to spend long because at this point with this whole Megan and Tory thing, I'm officially like confused. And I'm really at the point now where it's like, I just want to see the trial. So anyway, last week her interview dropped. She did an interview with, of course, Gayle King. And I had posted on Facebook when I saw the snippet that morning. I was like, so Rock Nation finally go ahead and gave her
made her do it now.
Do this interview. So she spoke with Gayle King. It wasn't that long, but it was a lot said, but I still didn't leave the interview clear. Okay. But I saw this is the first time I saw her talk about it. I put it like that, in depth. That she finally talked about it instead of like going back and forth on social media with fans or other people dropping subs and songs, whatever. Here's the thing. I had posted on Facebook, for people who watched the interview, why do you think she's lying? And I just want to get people's feedback.
Yeah, I saw that. I think I commented.
You did comment. You did comment. I mean, everybody had their valid reasons of why they think she lied. Everybody got their reasons why they think Tory did it. Um, for me, watching the interview, the part where they dropped in the interview about her friend Kelsey.
Okay.
So to me, when I saw that part about the text message that Kelsey sent, the security dude said, I mean, this was 3 hours later after the alleged shooting, she sent the security dude a text message saying, help, Tory shot Meg. Now, when I saw that, I was like, okay, now this is the first time the public, instead of hearsay, instead of blogs, this is the first time we see somewhat of evidence actually naming him as the shooter. So again, Kelsey was, I don't know, still is Megan's best friend. I don't know, because apparently they fell out.
Yeah.
It's unclear about what they fell out about. Some people say they fell out because Kelsey was messing around with Tory. He was smashing her, and then Tory started smashing Meg. I don't know. So whatever.
It sounds like some young people stuff. That's plausible.
Me personally, I think, I know Megan said there was a big argument about why they wanted to leave the party. Me personally, I think the argument was about them three.
It probably was.
That's what I think. And I think it boiled over because they probably was drinking, probably was smoking, and by them being in the back seat, them two, they probably kicked it off. Meg was obviously in the driver's seat, and I think that's where the argument started.
For the passenger.
Yeah. So that's what I think. I'm in the speculation. But my last point is, I know she was descriptive about what happened, saying she heard a man's voice say, "Dance, bitch, dance." When they were shooting. She
said he said it.
Huh?
Tory, she said it was Tory.
I know. So, but again, I'm gonna wait till this thing play out with this Meg thing. Because after this interview, I'm gonna take a back seat. Because now it's more stuff coming out that I didn't know, and I still want to see this thing, because this thing goes to trial in September. That's what Gayle King said. It's going to trial in September. So I'm sure that trial is going to be covered by legit journalists. And I can't wait to see what is said in this testimony. Because again, 4 people in the car, right, Tise? 4 people. So only those 4 people really know what happened.
Right.
Only those 4.
Right.
Supposedly, the people living in the neighborhood called the police because they heard the gunshots.
Which sounds about right too.
We saw the video of Meg when the police came. She was getting out the car. You see the blood on the ground when she was backing up. They was telling her to back up, hold her hands in the air. So we saw the blood on her feet. So when this trial comes out and we hear more about what the testimony was, either we're gonna find out 2 things. Either Tory is probably one of the worst dudes ever in the history of mankind, number 1, or 2, this was the biggest media story that was, besides Jussie Smollett, that found out was untrue. That's what we're gonna find out. Those 2 things.
This is what I think. I think that she clearly was injured. She clearly got either shot in the foot, something. Well, the doctor said she was shot in the foot, right?
Yes.
So she was shot in the foot. And I feel like everything else to me is irrelevant, right? Like I feel like people getting hung up on whether or not it was her friend, whether it was Tory. I mean, I guess that matters because Tory was on trial for it, but she got shot. Somebody in the car shot her. She didn't shoot her fucking self, right? Somebody shot her. And it's just crazy to me that most people, until they even saw the video, a lot of people, especially Black women, didn't even believe that she got shot.
Yeah.
And I that bothered me as a Black woman, because we always gotta prove stuff. Like, you damn near have to be dead before somebody believe anything you say. Like, and I just, for the life of me, don't understand why our word is not enough. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, his history is it's not like she didn't even history is kind of like what she said in the video. So many black women protect black men for the sake of protecting black men. And I don't, you know, it could have been a stretch of her saying it was around the George Floyd thing because she was scared they was gonna get shot. I mean, that
I'm
probably was
both
a
because I
little.
laughed when she
That
said it.
probably was
I'm
a little. I
both.
think that probably was a little dramatic, right? But I
Mm-hmm.
do think, in the same sense, just because of where she was, where she grew up from, and just being black in our culture, you know, 9 times out of 10, most black women in that situation ain't gonna call the police.
True
You
that.
know, just
True that.
because you only want dudes to get in trouble, unless it's really something where it's just like you feel like you really don't have no control, and it's just like, man, he's about to kill me for real. Most people, you know,
Yeah.
you don't really call it. They don't call police because you don't want the police to get involved because the reality is, like I said, it could have been dramatic, but it's not far fetched what she said. Somebody got shot. Somebody heard guns. Somebody said it was guns. Somebody said I heard shots outside. Somebody's injured. We see over and over again the police come blazing. So it could sound dramatic when she said it, but in reality, that is true. I mean, that could happen. The police are already going to be on alert because they're going to be thinking it's a weapon. You know
So
what I'm
what?
saying? And you see,
Yeah.
for black people, that's the reality situation. So, you know, the truth is going to come out, but we already know the bottom line is she got shot. You know what I'm
She got
saying?
shot.
And you know, the reasons why I don't really, to me, unless she injured somebody else, unless she hit somebody before or she shot the guns. I mean, unless that kind of stuff come out, everything else really irrelevant. You know, it's not, to me. I feel like Tory Lanez has been in the news. I mean, I think he's already been pretty much known to be a goofy anyway. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
he a clown ass
So
dude. He a clown ass
I
dude.
don't think it's far fetched to think he would do something like that. Especially they all young, they all drinking, like you said, probably drinking and drugging,
Mm-hmm.
and not in their right mind. So probably just doing stuff to be doing it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the it sounds funny, it sounds dramatic when she said it, but I could see all that happening because I know how young people are, and I know when alcohol is involved, you know what it is. And people saying, well, why would her friend send that message 3 hours later? She could have been covering up for herself. It's very possible.
You never
It's
know.
very possible. She could have been
Never
sending
know.
that. She could have been throwing Tori under the bus to save herself. She could have actually shot Meg. You know, we don't know. What we do know was somebody shot her, and hopefully whoever did it, that's the person that ends up getting whatever kind of punishment that come behind that happens. You know, I think
Mm-hmm.
it's unfortunate because she's going through a lot of trauma already with just losing a lot of people in her life, and you know, just still being young, growing in the industry, like this is something you don't want to deal with that right now. She's supposed to be, you know, working on her next album, and you know what I'm saying, trying to get into movies, like doing stuff, capitalizing on being hot right now. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now you gotta take time to deal with the case. I don't think, and it's not like it's negative. It's not. I know people say, oh, any kind of publicity is good publicity. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that because that's taking you away.
I don't
Spending
know. I don't know if
spending
I
time
agree with
in
that
court,
either.
you
Yeah, I don't
taking
know if I
away
agree with that
all
either.
these fests coming up and all this, and we finally back open. So nobody want to feel like spending months in court, you know what I'm saying, for some BS. So yeah, that's my thought on it.
Yeah.
I it's unfortunate, you know. I hate to see young people doing young dumb stuff, but you know,
And then the other part of that interview that really people were really like were debating on Twitter, Facebook, when Gayle asked, you know, Megan, did she have any type of sexual relationship with Megan?
yeah.
Megan, now watching it, just watching body language and watching people how they react, you can say, you know what, Megan, I don't think you've been honest.
I don't think she's been honest about that. You
And
know what? Because when she asked her, usually when you repeat the question, I know you thinking of a story.
you
You're
think
talking
of
about,
a
man.
story,
Yeah,
or if somebody asks you a question, you like, huh? You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Because you thinking
yeah,
of you need a
yeah,
delay, like a second to like
yeah,
get your story straight.
yeah.
And I mean, again, like I think, yeah, I think they fucked. I do. Maybe once, maybe twice.
This is what I think.
Maybe
I
they
don't.
wasn't supposed to. maybe you know what I mean. But I think they did something.
I don't play devil's advocate. I think they did do something. So
Yeah,
because I listen to people and I hear her using like words. To me, she was being technical. So she was
very
like,
technical. Media training.
like, no, we didn't sleep together, but that don't
Right,
mean they didn't fool around. You know what I'm saying?
right,
So to
right,
me, I
right.
feel like they probably did have some kind of sexual interaction,
They
whether
did
it
something.
been, you know, just kissing, feeling each other, going down on each other, whatever. I feel like something did happen that was a little bit more than just kissing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But they could have not, they may not have actually had sex because she said no, we did not. She said no, we did not have sex. She made sure she said that. So I'm like, so they didn't have sex, but they did something.
they
Something
did
went down.
something. And
But she ain't gonna stop and be like, yeah, you know, we ain't sex, but I sucked them off. Like she ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm
and for
saying?
dudes, you know, if you ask a dude that you and a girl have a sexual relationship, no, we just smashed once. That don't mean it
That's
was a
what dudes
relationship.
do, but ladies don't really,
I know,
we
but
don't really do that. Yeah, we don't
that's
really
how
do
dudes
that.
classify things. You know, in
Yeah,
terms of because you know the word relationship for some dudes that's a red flag.
yeah,
Relationship,
yeah,
damn, yeah, you
yeah.
know,
I think some definitely went on, bro. Like I think they definitely got,
I think some
they
of them
had some kind of little funny business going
because
on.
allegedly that's the issue that her and old girl fell out about was him. So
Hmm.
something happened. Something
Well, I think just from how he was acting the ass on social media, you know, they could have all been going into it, but he's somebody who always in their bag. So I could see him very well bragging about it and saying something stupid in a car. That's why I did your friend too. You know, like I could see him saying
I can
stuff
see him
like that.
saying that
I bet
in,
you ain't know that. I
in
bet
the
y'all ain't
back
know
seat.
that.
In the
Yeah,
back
acting
seat.
crazy. So I could
Right,
see that
acting
kind of
crazy.
conversation happen and
Yeah.
you
I
know,
can
it's
see him
just
saying that.
getting out of control. But you know, he's an idiot, you know, and you know, I don't think any of my friends that I know of, I don't think we ever screwed the same person. So
Well, I
we
mean,
don't typically like the same people. You know what I'm saying? Like typically everybody like got different types. Like, you know, I don't think nobody even I can see my friend can talk to a guy like oh he's handsome or something like that, but I ain't I don't want them after
you ain't
they
finna
did
go
actually
smash
after
him.
the yeah, after they didn't it's
After
too
they done
many other
smash.
people. Yeah, it's too many other people in the world. Like I don't need that.
I feel you, but it seems like I don't know. I ain't
But
saying young.
this new generation is different. You know what I'm saying?
They different.
They get down different.
They
So
totally different.
I
And,
can't relate, but hey.
well, this Meg thing for the last week. I mean, it was a topic of discussion, and like at first I didn't want to talk about it, but then I was like, all right, fine, I'm talking
Yeah.
about it. And let's just get it out the way because I've been waiting on her to say something.
Yeah, I think
I've been waiting
people
on her to say something.
she
So
been hitting at stuff, but
yeah,
she didn't really go into detail. You know,
yeah.
I don't okay, let me ask you, what you think about like, you know, Gayle, like in Gayle period. Like what's your thoughts on her as a journalist and people doing interviews of her? What's your honest
Well,
opinion about her?
the running joke on Black Twitter was everybody go on Gayle to lie. So that was the running joke that whole week. But
Yeah.
I think okay, I'm gonna say this, and Gayle she's good at what she does. She's really in terms of journalism, been a reporter or whatever. She's been in the game for a long time, so I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
knock her for that. I don't particularly like her interview skills.
It's they weird, right?
They are weird.
Yeah.
I don't particularly like her interview skills, but I understand. Listen, my air quotes. I understand Rock Nation wanting her to do the interview.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
I understand from a whole
Business perspective.
business
They
perspective.
want to control the narrative.
Exactly.
You know
And
what I'm
then
saying?
that's their
So yeah.
artist. And you gotta do
Yeah.
what's best for your artist. So I
Yeah.
understand that.
Yeah.
I just wish it was somebody else who could have did that sit down. Maybe like an Angela Rye, maybe like
Well, Angela, yeah.
maybe somebody within the same age group or close to who more close to our culture. I
Who
think
is
the
that
questions
though?
would have been a little different.
Yeah, who is that?
That's why I was like Angela Rye. I like her.
Angela, I can't
Maybe
after
Tamron
Angela Rye.
Hall. Maybe Tamron Hall.
Tamron, but she a little old school though too, bro. She's Tamara, I like Tamara, but she's a little. She's not as old as Gayle, but she's in that older journalism category. I think. I would say
Gayle,
Angela. I would say Jamil Hill.
yeah, Jamel
Um,
Hill. Like Angela came off too grandma-ish. She came off too like she came off
Gayle came out.
like she came off too. It was like the question was like, okay, Gail, like, okay, sexual relationship, I get it. That's the question I asked, but like, I think Jamel would have been like, Megan. So everybody want to know that you and Tori get down. Like,
Right.
it would have been a little bit more different.
Right. Because Gayle, Gayle, you remember a few years ago, Gayle and Oprah, Gayle is not in touch, like you said, with the culture. So I get that part. Like she's not even though she's Black, she's not really in touch with like hip hop culture and anything like that, especially like young people. So if you young, I mean, everybody knows who Megan Thee Stallion is, even if you're older. I'm sure you've heard her name because she's that big now. You know what I'm saying? So, but like you said, I think Gayle just out of touch, so it's just like she don't know what to ask, and it's just like it comes off journalist-y. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just like a conversation with, even though they still journalists, but it'd be probably more conversation, and it gives you like a more. She probably would have had more. I feel like probably more genuine answers if she was talking to somebody else that was a little bit younger, a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? A little bit more relatable, like you said. So,
and that's all. That for me, that's all. That's what I was like. I just wish, because when she did the R. Kelly interview, she remember
Robert.
That's the infamous Robert. He just going off. He just.
Hey, but you know what too? I was gonna say. I mean, I remember Gayle and Oprah. They had a thing with they didn't want young black girls. They call everybody auntie. You know what I'm saying? I'm auntie. Everybody call me TT. TT. They call me TTTs. So I'm auntie, right? But they don't get that. That's like a term of endearment from young girls. You know what I'm saying?
That's what young girls call older Black women.
They call black women TT or auntie, and she's. They was like, no, I'm not auntie. I'm not auntie.
I'm not auntie.
Yes, you are, Auntie
yes,
Gayle.
Yes, you are.
And I'm like, speaking of young people, they could call you worse. They call each other bees all the time, so they could be calling you that. Them calling you Auntie is actually good for them. So
it is good. Just like men,
that's respectable.
They call us Unc.
Yeah,
what up, like Unc? It's a sign of respect.
Yeah,
like Unc. But Gayle, I just wish somebody else could interview her, but. She got on here. She told her side of her story, and I appreciate her for being, somewhat, transparent as much as she could.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to that trial because I think it's going to be a lot of stuff said that a lot of people didn't know.
I don't really care about the trial, bro. I honestly don't, but I'm interested to see like who shot her.
Only reason why I care,
who shot her?
Because I want to know who shot her, and if it's him, like people always talk about canceling somebody. If it's him and it's proven that he did that, dude got to go. Because what he did was the utmost totally disrespect of the Black woman.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, he got to go, but we'll see. But again, when it comes to Black women, though, bro, nobody don't be caring like that.
Listen, on some real shit, unless he was defending himself, unless it come out that Megan had a knife and she was trying to cut him, I'm not going to give this dude the benefit of the doubt. If it comes out, it's just what he did. He dead to me. That's bro, you a clown.
Yeah.
The nigga named Daystar.
Well, we gonna see if Daystar did it.
Daystar.
Yeah, we gonna see. We gonna see if Daystar did it.
We gonna I just when it comes out, I'm gonna make sure I follow it because we're gonna talk about it on the show.
Yeah,
we're gonna definitely talk about that trial.
It's gonna be interesting.
And I'm tired of DJ Academics. He's another
goofy. Yeah.
Another goofy man.
He swear he's in the courtroom reporting and knowing everything that's. I'm like, boy.
He swear he know everything that be going on.
He's so irritating.
That's what he always say. People tell him.
Nobody tell him nothing.
Nobody tell him nothing, man. His little big head ass. So moving on, T. Let me ask, because this is a perfect question for you. Since it was posed to a woman, is $100,000 a year enough to date you, Latisse Teague?
Yeah.
You said that with no hesitation.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Hold on. Now, old girl said no. When they asked
Oh,
to
girl
spend
is
the girl on
12.
video, what you say?
She's about 12. What, 13? 13. She young. I mean, I'm gonna let you give your context before I give my answer.
Old girl said 100K is not enough
Mm-hmm.
because she said to go on a date, you're gonna probably spend about 300, close to 300 on a date. And she did the math. She said if you do that a number of times a year, that's what it's gonna add up to. She said that's not enough for her.
Yeah. I it's the age of
What
the
you guys
bob.
say?
It's the age of the bobblehead. This is bobblehead mentality rules the world. How dumb can we be? Everybody gets on these podcasts, and I feel like wants to go viral. Nothing about her hair says that she is a lady of great things. I mean,
Damn.
it looked like beauty supply weave.
Damn.
It did. It looked like beauty supply weave, and I mean, like her makeup wasn't. I mean, I'm not gonna run her down. She's a pretty girl. She's a
Mm-hmm.
pretty girl, but I just that listen. $100,000 is not six figures. Is that in as far as 100K? By no means, we know as adults that's not rich money, right? Is it
Right.
comfortable
You know
living?
that. Yeah.
Absolutely, it's
Yeah.
absolutely comfortable living, and now, if you making 100K, that's all you got in the house, and y'all got 10 kids, and that's a lot. That ain't that's that shit.
That's
That
tough.
ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. But for the average American that's working 9 to 5, and anyone that's making that money, they are above average pay of the median, especially in this state. And yeah, unless you're living in LA, which
New
is super,
York.
super, or New
Right.
York, which is super, super expensive,
Right.
you
Right.
know, most of the rest of the world, it's fine. Even in New York, again, we know how expensive New York is. That's on the low end, probably of, you're not gonna be living in Manhattan, but you can probably still. Again, I'm talking about comfortable living, and I think that's dateable living too. So I understand it depends on where you live in all of that. But I just think the whole mentality of just like, because I can tell, like, I can't say that. I don't know that young lady. She didn't really say how much she made. So I
Can I
just
say it?
don't, how much she said she made.
No, I mean, can I say what I think she is?
What?
A bird.
She's a bird.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Yeah,
it.
she's a bird.
She's a
Like,
bird.
I don't understand these young ladies. Like, I'm not saying, I'm not in the category of, I think my age group, our group of women, we believe in taking care of ourselves, and we believe in, paying people to do stuff that we don't feel like doing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we don't have to, I don't believe everything gotta be working hard. I don't have to bust if I got a big old house and I can't, get it under control, I'm calling Molly Maid. If I can afford it, you know what I'm saying? I don't believe in struggling for no reason. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think you have to do that, but I just think that people put so much value, bro, on things, on material stuff that they miss, solid foundational relationships because they want
They
to be
do.
on like, oh, my man, he making
They
he
do.
making 500, and we go out
Yep.
every week, and he got a Tesla, and he got this truck, and we go out to the steakhouse every day. I don't cook, I don't clean, I get my nails done, like all these little bobblehead things people say, and it's just like, so what else do you do? Like, what do you know about him? What are y'all building together? Like, what kind of foundation do you have as
Right.
a couple? Like, none of that stuff matters. It's all about the look. It's the appearance of being these goals, couple
Right.
goals. Like, you ain't got to know nothing about each other. Just look like y'all do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just we can post on the gram that, yeah, we met last year and look at us now. We married. Like, and that's why relationships, they last for a day. Because they don't have
They
no
don't last long
foundation.
at all.
They all want to worry about how much somebody make, which you should want to be with somebody that can take care of
Care of you.
themselves and be able to take care of you. That's
Yeah.
fine. I have no problem if that's what you want to do. But at the same time, it's just like that's important, but it's not the end all be all. Like that this their mentality. I just feel like when you focus on those things, You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff is just not gonna build a lasting
It's
relationship. I've
not,
never seen anybody that lasted because they was rich. I
because
mean,
it's not genuine.
divorce people look the divorce people getting married. Look at Johnny Depp and his wife. She's shitting on the couch. She hate his ass. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
she
saying?
shitting on
Like,
the bed. She shit on the bed. That's how much she hate this
I'm
dude.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, things don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my thought on it. I think it was just. I think it's just. I think it's just. It's just
Listen,
bird. It's bird
I,
brains, man.
my thing is, I'm tired of this social media era that wants to count other people's pockets, and they think it's cool to uh,
Down
demean
people. Mm-hmm.
or go after people because they how they make a living and how much they make
Yep.
as they're living. And my thing is this: if we talking 100K for the year, and I'm just talking strictly after taxes. That's almost close to 10,000 a month, a little under
Mm-hmm.
10,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
If you know how to perfectly budget your money,
Mm-hmm.
you will be very comfortable.
Absolutely.
You will be very comfortable. Like if you want a crib, whether it's a condo, you want to pay rent, or you want a house, you would know within that 9,500 that I bring home after taxes, you would know this is what I need to do to afford a house.
Yeah.
You would also know this is what if I wanted a car, this is what I can comfortably afford.
Mm-hmm.
And you know all the other stuff that comes along with living in life, bills. You got other stuff. But if
Mm-hmm.
you try to go out here and be stupid with your money,
Mm-hmm.
then you're gonna be underwater.
Mm-hmm.
Because $100,000 a year is not a bad
It's not
salary
a bad salary at
for,
all.
for a person. It's not
No.
even a bad salary. Even if you marry and let's say your wife not working and you got maybe one kid, y'all can still be good and be comfortable
Absolutely.
and live
Absolutely.
okay as long as you, the man or woman, not tricking it off or
Absolutely.
not messing it up.
Absolutely.
And for her to say that's not enough because she looking at it, that's because if we going out on dates, it's usually $200 to $300 a date. First of all, when I was watching the video, I was like, bitch, I hope you got a job.
She probably don't.
If you
Her job
serious,
is her
if you
job
telling
is
somebody that's not
prostitution.
enough, you
Yeah.
better stop watching them housewife TV shows and all this other
Mm-hmm.
shit because you living in a fantasy.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what it is, bro. It's again, they see these things on TV, and then they see all these people, with so many things, and they think like, to get that, this how much money you have to have. It's just caught up in things, and I've never been a person that lived like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I am comfortable. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I am comfortable. Could I buy a new car? Sure. But
yeah.
am I gonna keep this 2013 until the wheels fall off? You better believe it, because
You better believe it.
I don't want another car, no, unless I
You
have to
better
pay
believe
one.
it.
I mean, like, I just never been that person. You know what I'm saying? I love nice things. I want nice things. You should treat yourself.
Yes,
You
you
know what
should.
I'm saying? But I'm not. If I whether I got my purse from Target or whether I got it from, the Louis Vuitton store, it's cute.
It's
That's
cute.
that's how I navigate on how I want stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you
And
know,
and it's just for you, hypothetically, if you made $100,000 a year as a single woman, you can say, you know what, I'm gonna go buy me this purse this month. I'm gonna say I've saved up my money the previous 2 months. I'm gonna go buy this purse,
that's how I do now.
and you still not underwater. You
Yeah,
still straight.
that's how I do now, bro. I when I mean, because I had my peanut butter no jam, years, and
Mm-hmm.
when I was making good money, I end up switching jobs because I was trying to get off night shift. I
Yeah,
had worked
I
night
remember that.
shift for
I
like
remember that.
15 years, and I was like, you know what, this night shift is taking my whole life, right? I'm like,
You want
I
them
want,
streets?
I
Them
want to get in these
streets was
streets.
calling
These
Latisse.
streets
The
was
streets was
calling me.
calling.
Streets calling me, bro. So I'm like, you know what? I switched jobs in the similar field,
Uh-huh.
and I took a pay cut. I took a big pay cut, right? And in my mind, bro, I was thinking like, I've been saving, which I was. I had a
Right.
really, really good savings. And I was like, well, this can compensate for, what I'm not making for a couple years. So I'm thinking in my mind, I'll catch up, I'll get raised, I'll get bonus, I can replenish. But it got so out of control. I depleted my savings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I depleted my savings, and I'm still not making. I haven't even got to the point of making where I was making when I, left my previous job. So I mean, it was some rough years, and it's only been within the last like 3 years that I've been like, okay, I'm finally, and probably this past year, bro, was the best year I've had in a long time as far as just being
You
able
know why
to
you made it?
breathe.
You know why you made it? Because you had a praying grandmother.
You got that right. I had a prayer. Glory. I sure did. I had praying parents. I had parents that, if I need to go home, I can always go back. You know what I'm saying? I always go back to the room and get my ducks back in the row. So, listen, I remember when, and I'm good now. I thank God I'm good now. But I ain't like you said, I'm definitely a money conscious person. Like while I'm not going to go and buy a $2,000 purse and I don't even have $2,000 in my bank. That's just me. That's me. That's how I think. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't. That's just my value is not in that. You know,
you're not gonna go out and buy a $500,000 house.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, I'm not gonna go out and buy a $100,000 car. Like, you're not gonna do that.
Nope, and I was this close to buying a house like a few years ago, which I know, but it didn't work out because I just wasn't ready for it. Mm-hmm. But to me, one thing that my mama taught me, and that's how I live my life is I don't compare myself to nobody, and I ain't in no race to nobody. It's the races with me. You know what I'm saying? So everybody want to be like, oh, I got my first house, I got my first condo, I got this. I'll get my first when I'm supposed to get it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. That's just not how I move. Like, I ain't trying to compete and show off for people. You know what I'm saying? That's just not my thing. So, will I get me a house for sure? You know what I'm saying? Can I get one now? Most definitely, I could. You know what I'm saying? But I don't personally want responsibility right now, and there's nothing wrong with that. Does that mean I'm blowing off my money and not investing? You don't know. I know I'm not. Mm-hmm. You don't know you don't know if I got stocks and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. You don't know that, but it's not. I don't brag about that stuff. I ain't got to post on the internet. I just made. This stock, it's not your business. It's not your business. But when I get my house, who knows? Maybe I pay for it with cash. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, we gonna figure it out. But I ain't the son. You know what I'm saying? And if a dude, to me, he making that money, he take care of himself. I make what I make, and I can take care of myself. We get together now. We live off of that one salary. We balling. Okay, now we can go eat out every day if we want to because we living off of one of our salaries and the other salary is going in the bank. That's what I want to do.
Together is better.
Yes. That's my thing. I'm at this age, bro. I'm like, I want to be comfortable, and I'm hoping that I meet a guy that's his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, we can live off of this one salary. You know what I'm saying? And we can make it work, and we can put the rest of my salary in the bank, and that we can retire early, or we can go on lavish vacations, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have to spend every money that we make right now just so we can be like, we went out to eat every day and post pictures.
Yeah, we ball.
Get all. I mean, again, that's not saying you're supposed to enjoy life. You're supposed to enjoy life. You're supposed to buy nice things. I'm just saying, we do stuff in excess, bro. We do stuff in excess, and it's not because so much people even love it. It's because we're trying to front for people,
and we try to one up each other.
Yeah,
we do. We do that.
So and so go on the date with her guy, and they post their pictures, and he bring her flowers, and she posted. Give me one of the steakhouses everybody goes to downtown.
Steak 48.
Steak 48, right? They go to Steak 48 and she posted it. So now she do that. Now, when it's your birthday, you gotta be like, oh, he flew me to New York and we went to Steak 48 in Brooklyn, and then we took a house. I mean, people, it's just the one up. It's just the one up. Like, it's just wasted money. You know what I'm saying? So I can say not wasting money. It's just people just want to, you don't even necessarily like that stuff, but because it's a thing and you want to prove that, you got just as much as the next person, it's That's
I
crazy.
think I'm honest with you, and we know a lot of people who do this. A lot of our friends, Facebook friends. If they watch this, they hear me say this. I think it's lame as hell when people post a receipt that they had at the restaurants.
Yeah, me
I
too.
think that's lame as hell. Like I
Yeah.
don't know why would you even post that.
Mm-hmm.
Like why do you want to
You
show?
go to a nice restaurant, you know it costs money.
I mean, everybody knows that. So you want to show everybody that you can afford it? Like,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I don't understand it. I've been to restaurants where
a lot of motherfuckers who post them $200-300 receipts. I mean, hell, you should be able to eat that if you paying $80 in rent money because you
right.
on motherfucking
You know what?
Section 8. I mean, damn.
You stupid.
Like I think that's lame, bro. I just think it's lame.
You stupid. No, I agree, bro. I agree. Like that whole receipt. That's trying to stunt for people. They're trying to stunt for people, you know. And you and I both know we got friends that like to go out to nice places. And we go out to nice restaurants for our friends' birthdays, and we already know what's going to cost. It can cost us by ourselves $200-300 depending on where we eat.
Yes, depending on where we go.
That's how our friends roll. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have no shame. Like, hey, y'all, I can't go.
Right.
This ain't the week.
Right.
Ain't the week for me.
Listen.
I love y'all, but I can't go.
And my friends know I'm the same way, bro. Listen. Hey, if it ain't a stay 48 weeks for me, I'll see you.
Right.
I'll see you when we go on the Fridays.
I see you on Friday, exactly. Ain't no
y'all
shame.
Go to Fridays, we going to Hooters, fine. But
ain't no shame. It ain't no shame. For
y'all going to True Lux, I can't roll with you today.
Can't roll.
You know what I'm saying?
But that whole is $100K enough to date you, you know, just to wrap it up. I just think she sounded so self-centered.
For sure.
Like very self-centered, and it's like I get, and I'm not saying ladies don't have
you have to have standards. Yeah,
you have to have standards, and ladies, I would never say that. I have a daughter. I raised my daughter to have standards. However, I think there's a fine line between having standards and then just being flat out like self-centered.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, $100K to date you. You're talking about somebody else's pockets.
Right.
So
yeah,
if he does make $100K to date you, yeah, he can take you to Gibson's maybe two times a week or 3 times a week.
But why?
But why? Like why should that be?
You can't cook? Because people got mad at Cam, bro. That's something else we missed with a couple weeks. People got mad at Cam for saying ladies talk like that, but you can't even cook.
They do.
It's the truth.
But it's the truth. And I know it's the whole. It's the message, but it's the message. I get it.
He ain't said nothing wrong in my opinion.
But what he said was right.
Yeah.
Because a lot of women do sit around and talk like that.
Yeah.
They sit around and talk like that.
I think the new generation it's different, you know what I'm saying? But I know I don't try to act like I'm not old school. I'm old school. I got old school values. I'm aware, you know what I'm saying? I can adapt to certain changes and things like that, but in general, you know, I'll hold on to my old school values.
Hold on to your old school values.
Hold on to my
ain't
old
nothing
school
wrong with
values.
that, man. Like,
yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a woman that can cook.
I know how to cook and we can go out to eat too. Both. We can do both.
Ain't nothing wrong for cooking
both
for a man that you like.
I love
There's nothing wrong with that.
I love cooking for a dude I mess with like that.
It's
I don't feel less than a woman. I feel more of a woman when I'm doing it. So
exactly. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's me.
People want to shame that. It's just
right.
I tell you, boy.
Is this 1920? No.
Right.
It's 2022, and I like cooking for my man. And
yeah.
What's your problem?
Exactly.
You don't have to cook for your man. Let Barbara cook for him.
And Shirley will do it. And Barbara do it.
Barbara and Shirley are surely cooking for him. They making them plates. He's taking it to work, baby girl. You better know.
Hey, they making them plates. And shout out to my homie Silk. They ain't making no struggle plate either, Silk. They making them full plates, Silk.
That plate was hilarious. That's too funny.
But yeah. So you know, that was that little thing, that little video. I'm glad that video wasn't long because I was like, this broad man, she getting on my nerves,
bro. But it's for every one of her. It's so many more.
It is.
Yeah, so many more.
It's a whole bunch of more.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah.
Moving on. Oh, let's get to this before we get to the last topic. So you saw the picture it's prom season. So you
Mm-hmm.
saw pictures of people going on prom.
Mm-hmm.
So this picture hit the net last week.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Young boy, young girl, high school seniors, whatever. So they taking their prom pictures. You know how black people do. We go all out. That's what we
Mm-hmm.
do. We take pictures. We have on extravagant dresses, tuxes, whatever. So these two took a picture. The boy took a picture, had a AR-15 in his hand. For those of you who don't know, that's a gun. He had a gun in his hand. The female, the young girl, she had a gun in her hand. And they took pictures. So that picture, again, before we get into our opinions, the picture hit the net, right? It went viral. Everybody had an opinion to say. Now, after everything went viral with that picture, apparently the young lady, the young girl in that picture had a scholarship to a university or school or whatever. The school apparently saw the picture. They pulled her scholarship. So
Yep.
what I want to get right into it.
And
Let's
she
right
and she can't walk the stage for
She
graduation.
can't walk the stage for graduation.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get right into it because it was a lot of, I'm gonna say it was a lot of niggas who said some dumb shit about this. But let's get into it. Who do you blame, Tise?
Her mama, her daddy, her grandma, any adult that was there,
Adults. Bingo.
they fault. Cause she a kid. You expect kids to do dumb stuff. I expect a kid not to do stuff that dumb, but if a kid is doing dumb things, there's a kid. But that's why it's an adult that's supposed to guide and to train. But you know what? Everybody want to go viral, and she look like, okay, so she's 16, her mama probably 30. You know what I'm saying? And she probably got whoever it is, whoever was around her, everybody failed that girl and that boy because it was a bad decision. And then you know what pissed me off, bro? People was like, well, if she was white, she wouldn't this wouldn't happen. True, but she ain't white. And it's when we go there, we absolving ourselves from the dumb decisions. Like it's a consequence of it, and we always making excuses for if she was white, if they was hunting, they was hunting. They should have guns when they're going hunting. This girl is on prom.
That's so stupid. Tacky. If they was hunting. Tacky. It's prom. Ain't nobody going on.
Bro, I seen no comment. People were saying white people be hunting all the time. Take pictures with their kids. Yeah, they hunting. What do you do with guns? You hunt. Right. You don't go to prom and start pointing at looking like Katie got bands for your prom. Like that's stupid. Like it's just so stupid, bro. It's like we are lost, man. I mean, it's and people saying it was just we can bear arms in this country, but it was not the place. It was you going to prom. What message are you trying to send? That's what I don't understand. What was her end goal? Because trying to go viral, now you didn't lost your whole scholarship.
Yeah. And
you can't graduate. And everybody want to talk about if she was white, it's wouldn't have happened. Well, we don't know because we haven't seen a white girl on prom doing this yet. So it's only us doing this that we can see. If they doing, they ain't putting it on picture. How about we say that?
Again, I'm gonna say this over and over again. Our community, the adults in our community, sometimes fail our kids.
Yeah.
Our kids are going to do dumb stuff, especially when they have nobody in their life to guide them.
Yep.
At some point, somebody who was standing around there or whatever, when they saw somebody was handing them kids those guns, somebody should have said, no, do not take that. It's not
the place, yeah.
This is
it's not the place. Yeah. It's a formal event.
The white man, the white people
ain't got nothing to do with
this.
Ain't got nothing to do with it. It got everything to do with the mentality of our generation, and it's these young kids. Like I'm a firm believer in because I worked with kids for so long. Kids want guidance. It's a natural thing.
Yes.
You know, even when you think you know it all, you always looking for somebody older somebody going to get you back on track. You know what I'm saying? And even if you ain't looking for it, people that surround you that care about you gonna put you back on track, because it's just like T's dumb. She thinks she know what she's going on right now, but I'm gonna tell her real quick. This is what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I had all my life. That's what I regurgitated. That's how I was raised, and that's how I mentored other kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gotta like what I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna tell you.
Right.
I'm gonna tell you it's a bad idea. And not one kid that I would have mentored over the years, and I go to see them on prom. If I saw that, I'm telling you, they know. TT would have been like, no ma'am, and no sir. That's not what. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
But Tise, what hurt my heart, like all the nigga shit and bullshit aside, what hurt my heart is that this kid had an opportunity to do something.
Yeah.
That had opportunity to move on in life. She had opportunity. Now she doesn't.
Yep.
Because the adults failed her.
The adults failed her, yeah.
They failed her.
Yep.
Because you know somebody took that picture out there.
Yep.
And you know somebody had to share it on their social media page.
Mm-hmm.
And it was some adults out there. I'm not absolving anybody.
You know, it was a whole bunch of adults out there.
It was some adults out there.
Yeah.
And now this young lady opportunity is gone.
Yep.
It's gone.
And it has nothing to do with white people. It has everything to do with us not taking responsibility for our own kids. These are our kids. These are our babies. If nobody ain't gonna care about them, if ain't nobody gonna tell them, you can't expect white people to care about your kids more than you. Exactly. It's nobody's going to come and say today, these are your kids, your neighborhood. Like, you're supposed to care about that kind of stuff. That's what breaks my heart, bro. Is just that because I know how we grew up, and I know how I tried to be with the kids that were underneath me, and how I still try to be. Like, just I'm an adult. I'm always the adult in a situation. I expect to be respected as an adult, even though I'm not an old lady, but I'm still a young adult. I'm older than you. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be your mama. And so I expect that respect. But then I also, too, with coming with that, like, I can't be around kids and just watch them doing dumb stuff, and I can't say nothing. Like, I'm just not wired that way.
And it's like that with me, even with black kids. Like, it's hard,
especially with black kids.
It's hard for me to be around them, and I know they don't like inside of me. I have to like say something.
Yeah, because somebody said something to me.
I just feel like I know I was y'all age
for sure,
and I know I did dumb stuff, but Absolutely. I still have people around me, older people.
Yep.
And I'm like, hey man, stop doing that.
Yeah,
that ain't good.
Shut up.
That ain't a good look.
Yeah, that ain't a good look.
And a lot of these kids don't have that.
That's all you gotta say. You don't even gotta say. You don't even have to. As soon as that came out, that should have been like, hey, you know what? This is not, this is not the image you want to have, because this image is going to stick with you. You know what I'm saying? This is portraying violence. It's no getting around it. It's sensationalizing, especially when we are a community that has been just bombarded with so many young people dying from gun violence. Yes. And then we want to get mad at the police. And I know it's two different things, but we want to get mad when it's a police officer that shot a kid. But when we shooting each other, but then we got stuff like this that perpetuates those kind of stereotypes. It's just like, but it's adults around that allow this.
Yeah.
And that's the problem, is that because adults don't want to, the adults in their lives are not raising them. That's your job as a parent, is to raise your child, period. Like,
I've seen it too many times.
If you want to be their friend, and people get caught up in, want to be their friend, bro. I see so many people being like, I'm gonna always get my baby more than what I had because I didn't have nothing. Well, you're not teaching them. As you still have to teach your baby.
Yeah.
Get your baby stuff, and then teach them how to get their own. Teach them how to be respectful. Teach them that, this kind of stuff come and go. Like, I understand, like, you want to have better for your child, and you have, than maybe what you had, but these kids are missing values. They have no moral compass. Like,
Yeah.
people always talk about the church being, outdated and white Jesus and all these kind of things. But you know what? When we grew up, there was church. There was you had church as a foundation, bro. You had after school programs, you had the Boys and Girls Club, you
Mm-hmm.
had social center, you had,
Mm-hmm.
after school programs, people in the neighborhood, you had all kinds of things that helped to raise you, that molded you in some way. After school activities, whether it was basketball for you or whatever it was,
Yeah.
you had some kind of structure. These kids don't have structure. They don't have
They don't.
structure. They want to be in a world where they want to be free thinking. Anything can go. My parents didn't force stuff down
No.
our thoughts,
No.
down our brains. We were allowed to free think. We were allowed to have our own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And that didn't mean, with me being able to have my own brain, did not come with me being disrespectful. I can
Exactly.
disagree or not, like my mama saying, but I can say it's a way you gonna say it or you ain't gonna say it. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go. Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They
Right.
just they don't have no respect. They don't have no respect. They don't have no respect, and then they just don't. It's just, I just couldn't believe like the people around them, and the lady, her auntie or somebody said, "Oh, my niece, this is what happened to her," and I was saying, why you want somebody to feel bad? Were you there and you allow her to take that picture? Then you pay for her to go to school
You
the
pay
next
for to
day.
go to school.
Because that was just idiot. And that's what kids gotta know too, bro. Is that, you know what you do, and this is like, the third program that I work with is the bullet that I'm definitely gonna harp on this year when I do orientation. Is these images follow you everywhere
Yes, they
you go.
do.
This
Yes,
is
they
your
do.
first job. This is your summer job. You work for 4 weeks, but these jobs now, they have social media clauses.
Yeah.
They have social media. I mean,
We
it's a
have
part
one.
of
We have to sign one every year.
it's a part of your
Yep.
it's a part of your job contract,
Yep.
basically. And if you want to act a fool on social media, be your own boss.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, bro, people say, anyway, that's why I'm gonna work for nobody. Well, everything is still about relationships. You still have to, whatever your job is, you have to. What if somebody feels like, if you got a clothing store, right? You want to sell clothing. What if I'm a clothing manufacturer and I say, I don't like your message. I'm not gonna sell clothes to you.
Right.
So you're gonna have to go and pick some cotton and make your
Right.
own,
Right.
clothes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless you're doing all of those steps, then you can't have that attitude of, I'm be my own boss. Yeah, that sounds good, but you still have to have relationships with people. And if you want to act, and not, again, that ain't saying you have to, you know, agree with everything. And I'm not a person that don't. I believe in people carrying guns. You know what I'm saying? It's in the excess in America. It's definitely an excess, but I believe in protecting yourself. But I don't believe I said not necessary for you to do that in a 9 to 5. I mean, in a formal gown. That's stupid.
That's stupid. But
That's stupid. It
what
was not necessary. You're not. Are you going to war? Or are you going to prom?
we as adults, man, our job is to protect our kids.
It's to teach them.
We have to protect them. We have to teach them,
That's
and
your number one job.
that's the number one job. And it just hurts. It hurts me when I see situations like this. I tell my players, we tell our players in our program, watch what you put on social media
Yep.
because
That stuff come back to haunt you.
there are people who following you. You don't even know it. There's coaches who looking at your social media.
Mm-hmm.
If they see something they don't like, they will not deal with you. They'll rather
Yep.
deal with the next kid. And
Yep.
don't let something like that keep you
From going from getting your goals.
being on to complete your goal, the goal that you
Absolutely.
set. Don't let nothing stop you from that.
Yeah.
And
And
I
I
hope
think the
that
school she was going to was a HBCU. I
it
think.
was.
Yeah, I
It
think it was
was.
HBCU.
And I really hope somebody out there can come on her behalf and ask that school or whoever to give her a second chance.
Yeah.
Because it's clear, and I know there's consequences for actions. I get it.
Sure.
But I just feel like, man, let this young baby just get a
Absolutely.
second chance because
Absolutely.
she might be a great student.
She was. She was. I want to say, bro, she was number 2 in her school.
See,
I mean, to get a full ride scholarship, you have to be smart. You have to have some kind of smarts.
She made a
So,
mistake being a young, and again, adults should have like that's.
I don't blame her. I really blame the adults.
See, knowing all this now that she was number 2 in her class,
yeah,
somebody has to say, "No, baby girl, you ain't doing this."
And that goes to show you, bro, just how much your environment influences you. You know what I'm saying? Like that just goes to show you just how much your environment. You know, she probably. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that's probably she. It's just a culture that she lives in. Clearly, you know what I'm saying. And so for that to be normal, and it may be stuff that she normally doesn't participate in. You know, I don't know, but it's just unfortunate because she had a lot going on for her, and it's one bad decision, you know, just can change the trajectory of her whole future. Because what happens if now you don't have a full ride, and you have to now you got to go to a different school, and now you got to pay for school, and it's just. You know, it's just unfortunate. I hope they give her a second chance because, yeah, she is a young lady, but it was extremely dumb. And because of those weapons that she had, bro, we don't even know if those are even illegal. You know, most of those kind of guns are illegal. You know what I'm saying?
They had some guns.
They had war guns. And that's what I said, like in excess in America, that those type of guns and stuff like that, I feel like shouldn't be in the hands of everyday citizens. But
they had guns.
It's like they going to war. Why would somebody need that unless that goes from beyond protecting yourself. Unless you're some kind of militia, why would you need those type of guns?
Right.
You know, and I know that people, you know, try to show, like, I've seen pictures where like the dad is in the picture with like showing his gun on his holster with and I get that's like in just like, this my baby girl, like, you know, don't try nothing crazy or because she protected, you know what I'm saying? I get that, you know what I'm saying? But that was a handgun. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Y'all to put out, you know, basically semi-automatic weapons on this social event, and it's just it was all kind of wrong.
All kind of wrong. It hurt my heart when I read that message. I was like, man, I was hoping it was fake. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's how hurt I was. I hope this is fake. Hope it come out that this is not true. Because the picture itself was just, when I saw the picture, I'm like, this is super fucking ratchet and ghetto. Yeah. Why would you even do this?
Yeah, it was absolutely stupid. It was absolutely stupid,
man. But well. Before we end the show, I gotta ask you. You been keeping up with the playoffs, NBA?
Yeah, it's been some good games.
Let's get your predictions right now. So
I think all my predictions was last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I think all mine was solid too. But
they were solid.
I think I got all mine right.
So let's run through the Eastern Conference. Okay. Miami versus Philly. Who you got winning that series?
Miami versus Philly. That's gonna be a good one. I know Miami. I think Miami probably gonna. I think I'm gonna say Miami in 6. Miami in 6. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I got Miami in 7.
Okay. Miami in 7.
Bucks versus Celtics. Who you got?
That's a real good one. So I said Celtics in 7. Okay. I'm gonna stick with it, but watching the game yesterday, I just see how Giannis is just that boy. He's just a whole nother animal. You know what I'm saying? And I just think he's in go mode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is.
You know, the Celtics. If anybody can beat the Bucks, I do believe it's the Celtics because they are great defensively. I think they'll figure it out. In the next game, I think it'll go 7.
7. Okay.
And I'm gonna stick with my pick. I ain't gonna do a Charles Barkley and switch it. I'm gonna stick with my Celtics in 7.
I got Bucks in 6.
Okay.
Bucks in 6.
Okay.
All right.
I think I want the young boys to win. Like I want to see Jason and I want to see them go to the finals, but they might be maybe 1 year off, one
They
more
might
year.
be.
Yeah, maybe one more year.
Yeah, the Celtics might be 1 year. They might be.
Yeah.
Let's shift on over to the West Coast.
Okay.
Phoenix versus
Dallas.
Who you got?
I got Phoenix in 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got Phoenix in 6.
Okay. All right, we agree on. We got this. We got one like okay.
Golden State versus Memphis.
That's a real good one. That's a real good one. That's going 7 in my opinion.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be actually I say okay, I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna say Golden State in 7.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Golden State. But you know what? I don't know. Depending on if Clay get it going again, and all you need is if Clay and Steph like on at the same time, it's like a video game. It's you can't stop them. You can't stop them. So
it is.
Shoot, they get a couple of those games because the thing is the Warriors they never out of it. They can be down by 20, bro, in the fourth quarter, and they'll come back and win because that's just how cold Steph and Clay are. They can put up back-to-back threes, and now they're in the lead. So that's the only thing. Is just like the Warriors never out. So I don't know. I'm gonna say the Warriors in 7, but shoot, it might be 6. I don't know.
I got Warriors in 6.
Yeah,
Warriors in 6.
Yeah, for sure, 6 or 7. I hope it's be 6 because I want to see the Warriors in Phoenix. Yeah,
me too. I want to see that too.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be a real good series if they make it.
Did they play against each other last year?
No, it was Phoenix and who did Phoenix beat in the Western Conference Finals? Phoenix and was it Denver? Because you remember the Warriors didn't make the playoffs last year.
Okay.
They didn't make the playoffs last year, so.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to see Golden State versus Milwaukee in the finals. A part of me wants
really.
Chris Paul,
I want to see the Phoenix. I want to see Phoenix versus.
Part of me wants Chris Paul to win one, but I just think Golden State is healthy and they got that look like they hungry again. So yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, because nobody was really talking about Golden State, but I think now that they back and healthy, when they get all wheels turning, man, and then Poole, he been balling. Wiggins been balling. You know what I'm saying? He's when he hasn't had to be the first or second option, he's been solid. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what the Bulls. The thing is the Bulls too. I was just talking to my sister's boyfriend the other day. Shout out to James. He's one of our listeners too. We were just talking about that the other day, and I think that's the thing with the Bulls is just like with Zach being like the number 2 option. I think he's number 3. I don't think he's a number 1 or 2. I think we need a number 1 option. I think DeRozan can be number 2 and Zach can be number 3. I think he would probably flourish more in that role because I don't know. I'm not comfortable with him being number 2. I don't know. That's just me. I'm certainly not a basketball expert, but just watching, just my own eye test. I don't trust Zach to be number 2, and I'm saying that because I know he got this contract looming over our heads, and I feel like they're gonna max out on him, and I just feel like it's just I just don't have a good feeling if we give him all that money. I just don't see him. I feel like he's already reached his potential. I don't see him getting any better.
Zach wants 5 years, 205.
Now you the coach and you are the resident expert. So do you think like Zach can improve?
I like Zach LaVine. I think this year playing with DeRozan was an adjustment for him. And I think he was really hurt this year more than what he let on. And I think it's showing the playoffs because We know
Zach.
Zach.
He wasn't explosive at all.
Zach was not explosive.
Yeah.
Zach was. He didn't look the same.
Yeah.
If his knee is fine after this surgery, he checks out. He's good. I think the Bulls are going to give him his money. I do.
think so too.
I do.
I think so. I don't know if it's. I'm just scared. That's all.
The only way. Here's my thing. And I said on Facebook I was going to talk about this. Here's my theory, because I said I was going to save it for the pod. My theory is this. It's just my theory. If Zach goes into that meeting with AK and Mark, and he says, "Hey, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to go somewhere else. Let's work out a sign and trade. I want y'all to be able to get somebody for me. I still want to be able to get my money." I think in that scenario, my theory is if he goes in there and says that, I think the Bulls may do it.
Okay.
But if he goes in there and says, "Hey, I want to be here. I think we got something great. I like what we got with the rookie. I like our draft pick this year. I like the coaches. I think we can be a playoff contender." If he says that, it's gonna be a done deal. But if he goes in that meeting, and if he is, you know who his agent is, right? Rich Paul.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So if he goes in that meeting and he talks that he's unhappy or wants to go somewhere else, he's gonna try to work a sign and trade.
Okay.
That's what he's gonna try to work. That's my theory. That's what I'm saying may happen.
Okay. We can see. I mean, I like Zach. I just I don't know. I don't know. I'm scared of a max out because it's just like, DeRozan is old, and we got a lot of work to do, bro. I think we have a good, little core, you know what I'm saying? But I think we got a long ways to go if we're trying to compete. What I'm saying?
The Bulls have to tweak their roster.
They got to tweak it. And that's what I'm saying. Like, maxing out Zach, I just don't know what that's going to look like for us tweaking their roster. That's the only thing.
We're going to find out because it's going to be interesting to see what the Bulls and Zach do, because it's going to be interesting because I know it's going to be some other teams lurking.
Yeah.
I know it.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. The Bulls somewhat have leverage because if Zach wants to win, nobody else really can sign him to a match around the league.
Right.
If he wants to win.
Right.
The only teams that really have a lot of cap space, they're the cellar dwellers.
Right.
Like, they're the bad teams.
Right.
So it's kind of like the Bulls have a little leverage, but again, Zach can say, "I don't want to be here, but I want to go."
I don't think he's going to say that.
I don't think he will, but that's my theory.
Because I think he's in a bigger market, and even since he's been in this market, I've seen him in more commercials and stuff now. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I think even some of the big sponsors too, bro. Like, just because he's on the Bulls, not that he didn't get, like, people knew Zach when he was in Minnesota, but I just think now that you're in a big market where, people, that's a lot of leverage right there. To be in the house that Mike built is
And he's 27 years old. Let's keep that in mind.
Yeah.
He's 27 years old. I know he's had 2 major knee surgeries. I get that. He's 27 years old. I see all these dumb rumors about the Lakers is going to try to get him.
I saw that today too.
I'm not.
I don't see that.
Because the only way that can happen is a sign and trade. Yeah. And the only person you're going to send back for him in a sign and trade is Anthony Davis. Mm-hmm. I don't know if the Bulls want Anthony Davis. Number 2, I don't believe the Lakers are going to trade anybody because I believe they're going to run that whole thing back with a brand new coach. Because I really believe they feel like they were hurt all year. They didn't really buy into the coach. We still a good team. We just need to get a new coach and put different players around those 3 guys. That's what I think they're looking at, to run it back. I do. That's what I believe. But we'll see. The NBA free agency this year is going to be – I'm predicting you're going to see a lot of more signing trades this summer.
Yeah. I can see that.
We'll
see that for sure. Yep.
So, you got any shots out for anybody?
Just shout out to our listeners. We took a little break last week, but we back, y'all. Who else? Shout out to all the mothers. This Mother's Day weekend
Oh,
coming
sure
up.
is.
So I want to
Dang.
say Happy Mother's Day to all the
Oops.
mothers. You don't want to
Oops.
run down. You don't want to walk that road, bro.
Nah, oops. It is Sunday. Oops.
Yes, it's Sunday, so you better get your wife and your mama gifts together.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. So shout out to all the mamas, all the aunties, that surrogate mothers, and all the godmommies, and all the grandmothers,
Babies,
and
mamas.
all the babies, mamas. Yeah. Shout out to all y'all. Hope you have a great weekend. And yeah, we'll see y'all next week. Next week, I think we're supposed to have our full panel. Next Monday, I believe that's right. So we gonna try to make sure we make that happen. If not, we'll do it the next Monday. But we're gonna try to get
find out everybody's availability and we can get them all on. It's gonna be a great show.
Yeah,
a great show.
So, you got any shout outs?
Hey, shout out to my homie Damien. His birthday today.
Happy birthday, Damien.
The old man. Hey, happy birthday, D.
All y'all old. Jeez.
Yeah, we all old. But,
yeah.
We old and wise. Tise, get that right.
Okay. If you say so.
Okay.
No comment.
But yeah, shout out to my boy D on his birthday. Yeah. And shout out to my cousins, my younger cousin in Milwaukee. I saw them yesterday. They just became new subscribers. So shout out to y'all for subscribing to the podcast.
Yo, yes. Y'all keep listening, keep liking, keep subscribing, share, y'all.
That's right.
Whether it's the audio or whether it's the visual, make sure you like and you share. We appreciate y'all comments, y'all feedback,
all that.
We got some good stuff coming up.
Remember, some of that podcast, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Make sure you check out our Facebook page, follow the Instagram page. Some of that podcast, and we'll look forward to hearing from you guys.
Absolutely.
All right, y'all. Next week.
We out.
Peace.